Okay, we're back at the mysterious site of Quenuani, right next to Lake Titicaca, about 2 kilometers from the Peru-Bolivia border. As I mentioned in previous videos, there are no signs here describing what it is. The government of Peru doesn't seem to be all that interested in it. We don't know how old it is or who made it. Interestingly enough, it's in line with the cardinal directions of north, south, east, and west almost perfectly. So it's unlikely that it's tens of thousands of years old. The material it's made from is an outcrop of volcanic tuff, which is compressed volcanic ash, so it would erode quite quickly. Now these 4 stones we have here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, are not compressed volcanic ash. They are in fact andesite, which is the exact material that Pumapunku and Tiwanaku are made from. The gray andesite material as compared to the red sandstone. And so it is quite possible that these are what are referred to as tired stones or lazy stones, that they were roughly shaped and they were on their way to be transported to Tiwanaku and Pumapunku, but never made it. And Tiwanaku and Pumapunku are off in that direction, so logically you would think that stones would be taken from the quarry, which is behind this hill, and be brought down to the lake in order to be transported to their final resting place, which again could very well have been Tiwanaku and Pumapunku. Also the number 3 and the number 4 repeating itself. Here you see from this level 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3 steps. So most people think this was an ancient stadium, which is quite possible. But would this be where the people watching the celebration would be, and then the performance would be there by the lakeshore? And here you can see tool marks, looking like chisel marks. No necessarily defined pattern like we see at other locations, but tool marks, likely chisel marks, all the same. But again, the amount of erosion is a lot. This is a more obvious example, likely, of the tool mark there, almost perfectly vertically down, somewhat of a pattern. And lots of spiders as well. And then what is likely modern graffiti here. Somebody carving their name into it. And there, much more recently. So this looks like it could be relatively old graffiti and relatively new here. And then this curious semicircle that goes around. Again, with the lake in the background. So it's on the internet. Quenuani. We'll see if Gustavo, our guide, can translate that into English for us. Now, in previous videos, I have put the quadcopter up overhead, and there's nothing above it, and it doesn't seem to extend into the lake, because we've looked to see if that's the case. So again, very mysterious. If it does have an Inca name, it could be that the Incas simply gave it a name. They may have actually discovered it, but there is nothing else in the Inca world that I've seen that looks anything like this. So now we're going up the spiral staircase. And the steps, you can see, are actually quite even. Could bronze chisels have been responsible for this? Maybe. Wouldn't take high-tech equipment to shape this because it's compressed volcanic ash. And here, a semicircular area again, the right height to be a seat. And then we're going to go down the other side of the spiral staircase. Sorry about the wind sound. This is being done with an iPhone. And as you know, I live in Peru, so buying a little microphone to attach to it is not something that is easy to get in Peru through Amazon or any other thing. I will try to get one in the future, but I'm just doing this on the fly. Here you can see lots of erosion. So this has been exposed to the elements, likely for multiple thousands of years. Somebody came for some reason and decided that it was worthy of sculpting. So what are your thoughts? Please put them in the comments section. Do you think this was a stadium? Or something that was for practice? And now a full view of the full extent of the complex. There's nothing, as I said, above it, because the quadcopter has shown that it's like crude agricultural field above, and nothing to the right going into and under the lake, because the quadcopter was sent there too. We shall return.